Today at the Escapers Convergence, Olivia and Kyle from Drivin and Vibin dropped by, and I got to interview them and hear all about their exciting new project. They are building up an old Airstream Argosy from the ground up. So I am excited to share Drivin and Vibin with you. This is Kyle and Olivia. I am sitting here with Kyle and Olivia of Drivin and Vibin. If you do not know of them on YouTube, you definitely need to check them out. They were one of the first YouTubers in the RV world that I ever watched. If you could just tell us what you're in now and what your next project is.
Yeah.
Right now we travel in a 16-foot molded fiberglass travel trailer. It's a 1985 Fiberstream, and it looks kind of like a Scamp or a Casita. And so it's pretty small for two people and a large dog. Most people think we're a little crazy, but we actually, you know, are upgrading, but keeping it pretty minimal. We do like the small size and having the maneuverability and flexibility of a smaller trailer. So we are going to be renovating a 24-foot 79 Airstream Argosy.
Yeah, and it is a project that we really had our mind on for a few months now because we just wanted some more space. Right now inside the Fiberstream, it's pretty much all king-size bed and a tiny kitchenette. That's been good for 2.5 years, but it is about time that we have at least somewhere to work.
Yeah, so basically how we chose our first rig was we had a Ford Ranger and we just chose a trailer that we could tow with it, and we were using what resources were available to us without having to spend too much money or get in too much debt. We were trying to hit the road debt-free for the most part, and so that was what got us out on the road, and we have loved it, and it is really cute, and it's our home, and we will always love it, but we do need a space to work. It would be really nice to have a separate seating area that is not the bed, because our bed is a dinette bed conversion, and just living in it day-to-day life, once you put a comfortable mattress topper on it, it's just not feasible to break that thing down and try to set the table up every day.
Yeah, that was one of the things that I was absolutely 100% on when I was designing my van, was the bed wasn't going to be something I had to mess with.
Yeah. And I would say once we made that decision to really commit to the mattress topper in the bed, staying in bed position, we got much better night's sleep after that.
Yes, definitely. Because the cushions of our U-shaped dinette make the bed, and they're not the most comfortable thing in the world. So by the time we put a big enough mattress topper on there, it's not like we were going to haul that thing off. It is so heavy and awkward, and I don't know where we would put it. So, yeah, I tend to wake up and go outside and sit in my chair and try to work outside. But working outside can be difficult, obviously, with the sun and things like that.
And so your next project, do you have you started designing your Argosy? Because it's empty.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't even have a floor, right?
It is completely gutted, and there's no floor, nothing. We're going to be starting from the bottom up, basically.
Yeah.
And we've been, you know, coming up with lots of ideas, brainstorming, using Pinterest. We have a Pinterest board full, and I've been trying to learn how to use SketchUp to create some different layout ideas. So we started out with like 4 layout ideas. We're probably up to about 10 now. You wouldn't think there would be that many possibilities, but I just keep coming up with more and more options instead of narrowing it down.
And Olivia says we, but she really means she. Olivia has put all the time into this SketchUp program, so she'll make these intricate plans and then just ask for my input. But I have a very hands-off approach when it comes to using SketchUp, so that's been a major project you took on.
Yeah, for sure. But it's definitely helped me visualize, because it's very hard for me to imagine where everything will go. So it's nice that I can kind of put the dimensions down and see what will actually work, because some of my first ideas of what we thought we wanted to do will not really work in the space that we have and be as functional as we would want it to be. So it's nice to start getting an idea before we even get there.
Has it been helpful to be here at Quartzsite and looking at at all the different layouts?
Yeah.
For sure.
It's been amazing. You've given us so many good options and advice as far as the fridge, the countertops. We even were so fortunate to run into this other couple who just finished an Argosy renovation. So,
yes, and a similar size.
Yeah.
I think theirs is 26 feet and ours is 24. So we got to get some really great ideas of what that space actually feels like in there.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know when I was designing my van, I went to Sprinter Fest outside of Portland, and totally, I thought I knew what I wanted, and there's nothing like getting in some other rigs to really understand what you need to design.
Yeah, that's so true. I mean, getting inside this other Argosy made me realize that this is going to feel like a huge space because the ceiling is taller. You know, it's a lot more headroom.
Right.
Yes, it's like 6 feet 4 inches, and ours, I don't even know how tall it is right now, but folks come in and almost hit their head on the AC unit when they're walking through, and definitely hit their head on the door walking in. That's something I always forget to warn people, is like, you have to duck when you come in.
It's a little hobbit house.
Yes, for sure. And so, yeah, not only being able to look at other people's rigs and see their storage options, that's my favorite. People that live on the road know how to create really functional storage spaces. But also just going to a lot of these talks and things that have been a part of the Escapers event and learning more about solar and some of the different setups we want to put in place in our new rig and do things right to accommodate all the things that we didn't know to expect in our first rig.
It's so much more cost effective to do it right the first time. I'm not a proponent of going into debt at all. I prefer to live my life debt free. There's nothing like doing it right in the first place to save money. You know, I'm doing this big battery upgrade right now, and it's expensive, and you know, this is my third set of batteries.
Yeah.
It's a good investment, though, and at least you know what you want now, and you can be a teaching tool for others, and I think that's the most valuable thing. Like, through your channel and our channel, we can show everyone what not to do, too.
Right.
It's like, learn from our mistakes.
Yeah.
And whenever we were working on the fiber stream in the very beginning, it was a different situation because this Argosy is completely gutted. So we can really start from scratch with the knowledge of 2.5 years of life on the road. But when we were doing the fiber stream, we have never lived on the road at that time.
Right.
And we were like bootlegging off the current systems. So it's like we have a mix match of systems going on that doesn't make much sense sometimes when it comes to the electrical or even just our preference of how to use the space.
Yeah, and the storage options. So we didn't rebuild any of the cabinets or anything. We just kind of gave them a facelift and put pretty new doors on them. But as far as their functionality goes, it's not very great. We're going to camp out in my sister's yard, live in the fiber stream, work on the Argosy, and we're guessing about a year. We're trying to overestimate what we think it will take, just to be generous and not rush ourselves, because we will be working while we are stationary to have that money to put into our rebuild. And so it doesn't feel like a lot of stress, a lot of money up front. It'll be a little at a time when we have it available to us.
And when we say working, that means like maybe 2 days a week. So we're not going to be jumping back into the system, but we definitely want to take advantage of the connections we have in our hometown to make what I consider easier money. You know, not necessarily easy, but...
Yeah, because we still have really good relationships with the people we worked with before. Kyle's a musician, so he knows all the venues and restaurants and bars. He can pick up a gig here and there, and I can pick up shifts at the restaurant I used to work at, because my old boss there is really awesome. He's actually planning to go full-time too, so he's always super supportive and kind, and knows it's he knows how nice it is for us to be able to make some quick extra cash when we can to put in savings.
And I'd say part of that year too that we have planned out is giving us time to take a week or two break, like, and take these trips so we don't go insane, you know, because it'll be important that we focus on the project but also let ourselves separate from it too, I think.
It's going to be hard staying in one spot for that long. It's been a fun, crazy experience, and this lifestyle definitely brings out parts of you that you never even knew were there.
Well, and just so many different opportunities to grow that you just don't have when you're stationary.
It's so true.
Non-stop growth and learning about ourselves and our relationship, everything. It's really opened my eyes to a lot of things that, you know, I thought I was pretty like savvy and, you know, open and in tune with things, but it's really different once you get out here and you're kind of alone with yourself for the first time and having all these new experiences. So it's really fun to get to explore that.
Yeah, I think that's one of the best things about being on the road is just, I think the landscape opens you up, and meeting the other people and having those connections with the other RVers where the conversations don't stay on that surface so much. They go a little deeper and
so much more quickly, I feel like, than in real life, or in real life, whatever you call that.
right.
Really.
In the boxes.
Exactly.
Yeah, because we don't have time for the small talk and, you know, wasting time, because we might not see this person ever again or for a very long time. So it's kind of a waste of time to just talk about the weather or whatever, things that don't really matter. And so it's nice to be able to just right off the bat know if you're going to find that common ground and then really just dive in deep.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you for having us.
I know.
Really enjoying getting to know you guys. I do have to attest that they are completely who they are all the time on their channel, in real life. They're just really, really wonderful people. I'm really grateful to get to know you. I'm really excited that I learned about the Escapers group and am meeting such high quality people on the road through Escapers.
We're so glad we got to get to know you after barely, you know, missing each other multiple times, following each other on social media and things like that. But it's nice to be able to meet you in person and really connect and get to know each other. And I'm sure this won't be the last time that we see each other.
Yeah, this is great. And so they are Drivin and Vibin. I'll have the link up there and in the show notes as well. This is Joni with TheGalavan. Enjoy your journey.
Bye, guys.